Um, it was in '97. So as in like Edge was performing more often and getting asked to perform, we had conversations. I remember having several conversations, and where we were like, well, there's a need for this, right? People want it. There's something there. People are gravitating toward it, and so um, it was in June of '97 where we had the first Mujeres de Maíz live show. But before that, conversations were happening and about what it could be. What can this collective be? How can we go about creating this and keeping it open enough for people to come in, for anyone to come in. And so, yeah, I was involved in the meetings and just when we were all throwing ideas out, and even after. So the first Mujeres de Maíz happened, and we performed at the end of the show, and it was standing room only. The place was packed, and people were standing, and I remember, we closed the show, and then I was the very last performer. Like, I got on top of this little area that was about probably 8-9 feet high, and then at the end of the show, everyone just turned around, and it was just like this, and I just saw these people looking up, and it was just there's something special here, for people to stay to the end and be like, okay, what's next, and so that really fueled me to continue organizing around Mujeres de Maíz and helping it grow, and so it just I'm like, well, this is community, community, we're here holding each other up, in a way, and so I just continued my involvement. I'm like, this is something that's worth my time, and you could see I don't know, it's a funny way to put it. You could see results of the work being done before your eyes. People were talking to each other more and just opening up about other ideas of what collaboration could be, and how can we tell our stories, and how can we help art. There are a lot of visual artists. Okay, we need an exhibit. Let's put up artwork. Let's give them a venue. I'm there are photographers, women photographers. Well, put the call out for photography as well. There are people who write essays. Who do that type of writing. So yeah, the call out for more and more. It's how can we create ways for all these women who have these special talents, that need to get out. Let's find ways, we didn't have any money, we weren't funded, luckily we had a space, with the PRC at the beginning, and then we had each other's homes, so we met at each other's houses, and the meetings about logistics actually became meetings therapy sessions, because we always sat in a circle. We started talking about, okay, Mujeres de Maíz, but then maybe someone had a really bad day, or they need to talk about something that's on their mind or in their heart, and so people just start sharing, and then these meetings became therapeutic, and I think it just fueled all of us even more, to keep going and make this bigger, so that we can integrate more people from the community, a bigger space, so that more people from the community can come and experience this and just share. It was about sharing, and in this safe space, that hadn't didn't have room for judgment. There's no room for judgment here,